What is up, guys? This is HydroxideAnt, joined by Circuit Breaker to bring you episode 17 of Background Noise. Today, it is just this dynamic duo, and we're gonna rock it out, try to get as much as we can, and we apologize if this podcast doesn't go as long as expected. We had a few bumps in the road for tonight's podcast, and we just want to get it out there for you guys. So, without further ado, welcome to Background Noise episode 17. So, Circuit Breaker, how is this life, man?
Pretty good. Just got back from a photography job and...
Oh, yeah? That's legit. What did you do?
Well, as for my part, I was really just the assistant for that one. So my job mainly included carrying around a backpack full of equipment and hold the flash stand. So
that's not bad at all. Well, did you take any pictures or?
Oh, tons. Well, I didn't take any, but
you guys did.
Yeah,
like your team did. Got it.
Yeah.
So, any like cool moments that happened? Anything that's that you want to talk about, or anything funny happened, like, or anything out of the ordinary?
Well, there was.
Did anyone break in and say, "I object"?
No.
And as they're objecting, you're like taking pictures of it. It's like, let me snap a picture. Cha. Yeah, alright. Yeah, look angry. No, I guess nothing.
Nah, not really anything out of the usual for that one. Unfortunately.
That's cool, man. I mean, that's good though, right? I mean, I don't think you really want anything. You know, for most jobs, like, every now and then, you're just like, you know what, I could really use something weird to happen. But I don't think not when you're a photographer. I don't think that's something when you want something really weird to happen.
No.
Usually you want, like, a nice, tight-knit, like, just nice going of things. Because you just want to be able to get the pictures you need to take and, head out.
Yeah.
So, my day consisted of... Oh, okay. So let me explain this to the viewers real quick. Hey, guys. So the last 2 days, we celebrated my friend Henry Destroyer 39's birthday. And it was a 2-day event and was called HenryCon. I attended it both nights, and unfortunately Circuit Breaker had to step into the real world and work for a minute, and he didn't get to go to the second part. Didn't really miss much, but just kidding, it was great. We didn't do much tonight, Jake, that's why I said that, but it was fun. I went to HenryCon, and I'm going back next year. Out of 5 stars, I'd give it 7. Yeah. What about you, Circuit Breaker? You went to it one night. Out of 5
I went
stars,
to one night.
Out of 5 stars, what would you give it? The 7 is solid out of 5?
Oh yeah, definitely
7?
solid.
Definitely
5.
7? You think 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thug life. Oh man. Okay, I gotta give a quick shout out and thank you to someone. I gotta give a quick shout out to a girl named Ella. Ella, we've talked about you in the podcast before. Ella, you know who you are, Ella. And I want to thank you for helping me with getting a prom date and asking a girl I really wanted to ask for the longest time, but Hydro couldn't step up and do it himself, and Ella helped me, and she's really cool, and I'm gonna dedicate episode 17 of Background Noise to Ella. Is that cool? I think it's cool, Circuit Breaker, right?
Of course.
Alright, cool. Alright, because she helped me advance in life, so I'm gonna say thank you to Ella. So thank you, Ella. You really helped me out, and I guess I can mention her name. She helped me ask Sophia, and I doubt Sophia would see this, but if you did, hey! You know what I mean? It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. I really appreciated that, and now I can't back at a senior prom.
I was really hoping to, and I'm just kidding, he wasn't.
I kind of was. Like, so it's senior prom, and like it's just stereotypical, not stereotypical, a typical thing to for seniors to want to go to prom, get a date. And honestly, other than asking Sophia, I didn't want to go.
Hmm.
Like, if I didn't muster up the courage to ask Sophia, I wasn't going. But we did. And I asked. She said yes. By the way, everyone. It's not like she said no. You're weird looking and you don't have personality, which I kind of think I don't either. Wait, you get the point. But yeah. So I'm gonna be I honestly, if I didn't ask, I was probably gonna wait till like the last day the tickets were sold. Just be like, oh, sorry guys, I forgot the money, and not show up like I did last year for last prom, junior prom. I did that. I kept telling everyone I'd go to the last minute and then saying, oh, I forgot my stuff. Oh well.
Oh, money's out.
Oh, still don't have the money. I'm sorry. But
Yeah. So,
so that's gonna be good. I guess we can address a more serious topic now.
yeah, like,
So-
what was that whole thing going on with the NBA and that?
Okay,
that
so
dude?
okay, Donald Sterling, the Los Angeles Clippers owner, is in a pool of controversy lately.
Oh, yeah.
The NBA has banned him for life due to racist comments he made while being taped by his mistress. And okay, my whole if you guys don't know what the story behind it, it's easy to find, but I'll give you a quick little synopsis. Basically, he was recorded saying very racist things while talking to his mistress in a personal, like, one-on-one conversation. And the NBA has now seen it and have banned him for life. And he's basically being forced to sell the team. It did come out he was battling like cancer or something, but that really has nothing to do with the fact that he's a racist.
Yeah.
Like, it is fair to say that he is a racist.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
having a disease doesn't really.
Yeah, it
really-
has nothing to do with that. Like, I just wanted to mention that because a lot of people were mentioning it. But, so, my only thing is, okay, he said these things to his mistress. Basically, he's married, he was cheating on his wife. He is a racist, like, douche, okay? He is. But
It's
it
not
is
enough
the
to
whole...
be a racist. You need to be cheating as well.
Yeah, right? But my only issue with this entire thing is I feel like his privacy might have been breached a little bit.
Actually, yeah. That.
I'm not butting a lot, because not even, I think it was breached a lot. So what I'm thinking is, this conversation, okay, I understand that someone like that doesn't deserve to own an NBA team, no matter how much money they have, or deserve to own anything, he doesn't deserve to have that much money with attitude like that,
Yeah.
and a mindset like that. But his privacy was breached.
If it were the
by-
1850s, however, it would be perfectly normal.
Well, that's not what we're talking about, though.
Yeah.
And
I just had to make a joke there for a second.
yeah, but he just doesn't deserve it. But, like, okay, so if you can't have a one-on-one conversation with someone in your personal life, when can you feel safe that you're not being recorded?
Yeah.
I mean, he said all that to her, like, just talking to her. So the exact thing he said, I did hear the entire conversation through, I believe, one of the news networks, might have even been ESPN. But so he basically asked her to stop taking pictures with black people on Instagram, and stop bringing them to games. And he, of course, he's a terrible person, but it is something he was doing in his personal life,
Yeah.
and that shouldn't have anything to do with his work life, and that should never been recorded.
Yeah.
The fact, and I kind of feel like the NBA took the easy way out here. Uh, they've been looking to get Donald Sterling has had a history of racism, by the way, but they've been looking to get way to get rid of him for a pretty long time now, and they did.
Yeah.
So that's something. But you know, eh, it's bad situation all in all. But Jared, oh Jared, wow, I don't know why I said Jared. Donald Sterling is racist and doesn't deserve to own an NBA franchise. But also you shouldn't be recorded in that situation.
Yeah, and also I sort of feel like I feel like this I feel like the way that well, not the way they handled it, but rather the way that they went about like taking care of him was not that it was over the handle, the handle, not that it was over the handle, but it was, I don't know. It just seems like it wasn't good enough. Like,
I don't know. I think they handled it pretty well actually,
yeah,
because they didn't rush through a decision, but they didn't like take their time, like take
Yeah.
too much time with it. They were just with it, and with
Yeah, I feel-
hearing that kind of stuff, that's fair reason to get rid of him.
yeah. I feel like they could have taught him a lesson, though. You know?
But the thing is, he's already been taught a lesson or two in as his career as an NBA owner.
Hmm.
Like he has already gotten strikes before, and this was the last straw. I believe he was documented saying something extremely racist, like in the early '90s or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And that was his warning. And this was the straw that broke the camel's back. I feel like I might have mixed two metaphors in together, but I don't really care.
I think you got that right.
Yeah, does that sound right? Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, my whole thing is the only thing that bugs me is that it was the privacy thing.
Yeah.
Only thing that I don't like about this entire thing, if he had said this like openly in like a meeting or something,
Or even
then-
like the
or,
middle
like-
of the game.
obviously he's not going to go on this rant during the game, but like if he said it like in a press conference or something, I don't know. And the weirdest part of all this is his mistress was a half Mexican, half black. So he basically was racist against blacks, but was dating a half black person.
Maybe you didn't know.
No, he knew.
Oh, you knew?
Yeah, he knew. And that was one thing that was a little weird. But I don't know about him. I don't want to talk about him anymore, but he is definitely an individual of interest. And alright, so let's talk about a later subject. YouTube. Just YouTube in general. Circuit, have you been doing anything with your channel lately?
Well, I have, but I haven't.
Alright, that's
I
fine.
have been basically well, right now in the works is another video of mine.
What video? What are you doing in it?
Well, actually, it was more just something that came up while I was playing some casual on Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Alright, what is it about? Could you give us a little hints of what's to come?
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but
Oh, yeah, don't spoil
expect
it.
knives. A lot of knives.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is it just
Definitely.
gameplay? What game mode? Or who tells the game mode?
Well, the game mode doesn't really matter in this case, mainly because
I honestly just want to know myself. So
Well, it was during I believe it's called Diffuse
diffuse.
Demolition.
Yes, that's diffuse. Okay, diffuse.
Yeah.
So should we be expecting to see that soon, or is it up, or?
It should be coming soon. It's not exactly ready to be. It's not exactly presentable right now, but
Okay,
it
but
is
you're gonna
coming.
do some work on it and upload it.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, that's pretty cool.
And I think I might have another one in the works right now.
okay,
But
is it another Counter-Strike or is it a different game?
I believe it is another Counter-Strike one.
Okay, what do you mean you believe it's the
The thing is that I know the video exists. I just don't remember where I sold it.
Okay. Alright, that makes more sense. Okay, when you say it like that. Because, like, I'm, like, just here thinking, like, you said, oh, yeah, I think there's another one. It's like, what do you mean you think there is or there isn't? But,
Oh yeah, it's possible that there's something coming.
and for me, I have progressively been unable to upload my part 2 of so Worms Revolution with Friends part 2 or episode 2, and I'm probably gonna upload it the same day I upload the podcast, or I'll wait for another day. It is part 2. I'm not gonna say much about it, but it is. I put in brackets. It's Hydro Fail, so you can guess what happens there. Yeah, this episode, the episode of this Worms Revolution, Bettens wasn't available for the time being of that. We recorded it, so it's just Ardor, Tipex, or IYT Tipex, and myself. We played, and it was fun. So you guys hopefully would enjoy that, and hopefully we'll get more episodes of that out, because I really have fun playing that game with it, and I hope you guys like it. And then, so I've been trying to work with a few people lately. I don't want to speak about it too much, but to get thumbnails done, to make it look more professional. The first thumbnail I'm trying to work. I guess I can talk about it a little bit. Me and TyKiller38 are working on the background noise thumbnail. So that should be cool. And maybe a few others. But you never know what's gonna happen. And I would just like to point out, I apologize, guys. A streak has been broken this week. I believe we had a streak of 4 straight weeks with a female on. And
Wait, 4?
It was 4 straight weeks, and it's gone.
Oh man, what did I miss?
You were here for I think you weren't here for 2 of them, actually.
Oh.
That's the funny part.
That'll explain that one then.
Yeah. Cause who was on? Okay, yeah. Were you here for the episode that Rachel, Mrs. Lyrical Phoenix, was on?
I don't think so.
Okay, probably not. And then, so I didn't really count you on for like the one Amanda was on.
I remember Emmy.
No, I'm still going in order.
Oh, in order?
Yeah, and then someone else is on the middle one. What was it? 3 weeks. Yeah, I know Emmy was
The
on.
conundrums never stop.
Or was someone else on? Wait, let me think for 1 second. Okay, I don't know, dude. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, maybe it was 3 straight weeks. Or did someone come on twice?
Let me just check the discography here.
Yeah, could you look it up real quick?
Yep.
Okay, so Amanda, Rachel, Emmy. I really feel bad if I'm missing someone.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, so there's last week's. That was Emmy.
No, it was 3. It was definitely 3. 14, 15, 16. This week would have been 4. So, yeah, we made 3 straight weeks of a female on the show. And we couldn't do it again this week. Hey, that must have been a record or something for, like, podcasts that are related to video games somehow. Right? I think we broke a record somewhere. Okay, we broke a record for shows that do not have a permanent female host. I'm just gonna go on and claim it, and if anyone wants to take my crown away, do it. I dare you. But yeah, that should be cool.
Yeah.
But this episode, I apologize to the audience. It's just not. It's every week I really sorry, I'm jumbling my words up. That's how really want nothing more than to put on a good show for you guys. And I feel like this week things just happened and we're not able to put up the 5-star show I would like to put up. Like every week, I really want to put up the best product available and make you guys have a great time. This week, I mean, there's not much we can do. Myself and Circuit Breaker can only do so many things.
We can only ramble for so long.
Yeah, right? We can only go on for so long. And we've done it before. I don't blame anyone. Lyrical was exhausted. He had a big college test today, and he needs... I completely understand. He deserves sleep at that point.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't have any guests lined up, and which just leaves me in Circuit. So we can talk and ramble, but you don't know how long rambling can last, you know?
Yeah.
So we can last like 2 more minutes, or we can last another hour. It just has to pick up momentum, or it doesn't. So okay, so recently let's talk about like YouTubers we watch.
Right.
Okay, so
Cool.
we'll go like one and one, okay? Like I'll mention one, talk about it for a little bit, you mention one. Is that cool?
Yeah. Sure.
So Lefty Ox is a really cool YouTuber. If you're not subscribed to Lefty Ox, subscribe to him. He is a really cool guy. And the reason I'm going to talk about him is because he's doing not 1, not 2, but 3 podcasts now.
What was it, 3rd now?
Yes, there's a 3rd. He does PKA, he does That's Not Why You Called, and he does a Lefty Show. And I applaud him so very much for being able... He's like the top of the game right now for podcasters. Being able to put on 3 entertaining shows a week. Like, holy crap, man. Like, I feel he's doing great. He is really good at podcasting, and I applaud him. Thumbs up to Lefty Ox, even though he would never watch this. Alright, Circuit, you got anyone to talk about real quick? You a big fan of someone? Or...
Let's see now.
Come on, I know who you want to talk about.
Alright. Okay, so there's this guy named the Russian Badger.
I was waiting for you to mention him.
Alright, so I'm not exactly sure how to go about describing him. Or even what he does.
He's a Russian Badger. That's
Yeah.
You can't describe him any.
I mean, I guess mainly you can call him a commentator, but there's so much goofiness that he does. It's just everything, like from the joke montages to just his commentating style in general. It's just too funny. The only way to understand it is to check him out yourself.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'll be honest, Circuit Breaker showed me videos of the Russian Badger, and I laugh every time I see him. I sub to him. He's just hilarious, man. Like, he can do the dumbest stuff, and I'm gonna laugh.
And not to mention his sayings. Oh, man.
Right, he has, like, wonderful... he's really good sayings. And, like, he can make videos where he talks like 2 words in. Like, he made this video called How to Beta, and he talks like maybe like 3 words, if that, in it, right?
Actually, I don't even think that was him that said that one line.
No, I'm thinking back. Does he say anything in the beginning? I don't think so. Or he doesn't say anything at the end? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't say anything at all, and that's one of my favorite like videos right now. This is so goofy, and I don't even know, man. Alright, I'll throw out another name. There's this really cool guy. He is the coolest guy possibly on YouTube right now. And his name is RockOn1M1. And if you're not subscribed to RockOn1M1, you need to fix that for real, okay? RockOn1M1 is the coolest guy.
I need to go fix a thing now.
Wait, what's up?
I said I need to go fix a thing now.
With what?
Going on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna sub to Rock On 101? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yes, you will! Exactly. You're welcome, Rock On 101. Now, by subbing to Rock On 101, you will become a rock star. And welcome to the rock stars, my friend. And I helped Rock On 101 a little bit out for his Twitch streams. I am technically a chat mod for his Twitch streams. And I am... Okay, if you ever go to his Twitch streams, if you see in the bottom part the Rockstar Dictionary, and he says thanks Hydro. I'm that Hydro, by the way, if you guys wonder. I am that Hydro. I helped him write the dictionary, and most of them I wrote. It was a mixture of us. It's basically like a collab, bro. And he's like the coolest guy. Like he has. Like, there are only a few guys that have the it factor to be big on YouTube, and he has it. Like he has such great personality. He's just such a cool, genuine, real guy, and that's all I can really say about him. He is rock star. Like I like to say, we are in his rock band. He's the lead singer. You know, like he's lead singer, lead guitarist. We're all his support group. You know. But, dude, he's so cool. And I don't know. I honestly, right now, I don't want to sound like too much of like, hyping someone up too much. But if I could be like a guy, I'd want to be like Rock On 101. He's so cool. He has like a really cool everything right now. And, I really hope he gets extremely big one day on YouTube. Because you know how cool... Yeah, exactly. There are like a few guys who deserve to explode on YouTube, and he's one of them. He works so hard to put out good quality content all the time. He doesn't just make YouTube videos, he does Twitch as well, and he spends a lot of time on Twitch. And he spends a lot of time making YouTube videos, and he puts so much high quality work into all of his videos. And I respect that. If I could copy anyone's work ethic, it'd be him. And I applaud you, Rock On 101. Rock on, Rockstar. So, that's about... You got any other YouTubes you want to talk about?
Hang on. Just give me a second. I gotta take out the list.
Of course you do.
Alright. Okay, I got one. Okay, so this guy... He has a very simple name. His name is just Star. Underscore.
I honestly don't think I know him. Hate to say that.
Well, he sort of has a bit of a like his fan base is sort of like a niche group because the game they does commentaries over most of the time is Team Fortress 2, and
okay.
there's not a lot of people that actually like beyond the MLG, you know, like the whole the official. Beyond the official commentator, you know, group, there's not a lot of people that do commentary for a game like Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
Or even just Team Fortress 2 in general.
Yeah.
And it's so I don't want to say it's the same as Badger, but it's definitely similar where there's an element of goofiness, but there's also you can also sort of tell that he really enjoys the game. He really enjoys playing the game for its goofiness, for all the... I mean, I don't even know where to go from here. He's just
a cool guy.
Yeah. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, you know, you just watch a guy and you're like, wow, if I could meet that guy, I would really be friends with him. Like, I feel like I would get along with him. He'd be a really cool guy to talk to.
Yeah.
And he's probably like that to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And the person I'd be bringing up next on the list is actually someone who will sometimes co-commentate with him.
All right, who's it? This might be bringing it now.
Yeah, his name is Germa.
German. How's that spelled?
Jerma.
Okay.
Yeah, and when these two get together for anything, it just there's just so much to enjoy.
Yeah.
That's about as best as I can put it.
Yeah, I understand. They just click so well together, right?
Yeah,
Makes sense.
and especially when Star starts like playing tricks on Jerma during while they're playing. It's just you know, Team Fortress 2 being the kind of game that it is. There's just so many opportunities to mess with people in various ways. It's
Yeah, I understand.
it's one of those games where it's incredibly easy to have fun, even if you're not doing incredibly well at the game. You don't even really need to know the game that well to have fun in it.
Too, I have fun playing it just because of like the characters alone, you know.
Yeah, the characters are.
I'm at the screen where I pick my character, and I'm already having fun. Like, just look at these guys. Like, I have fun. Like, I guess what's a game where you don't need like if you want to be good, there's a lot of stuff you need to know.
It has a very high skill ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. But you can easily just open it one day and just play randomly, and you're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah.
I like games like that you can just have fun. It doesn't require too high of a skill.
You're having a bad day, you can go on Team Fortress 2, mess around a bit, have some fun.
Exactly.
If you're having a good day, you can
go on Team Fortress 2, mess around a bit, have some fun.
Exactly. You can wreck some faces, or you can wreck your own face.
Exactly. You're gonna have fun either way.
Exactly.
It's like no one can. Team Fortress 2 isn't one of those games where like you're like, oh my KD. No, it's like. So there's so many people that like play every game like, oh smack, I see my KD.
It's like, wait a second, you play a game to have fun? Who does that anymore? It's 2012 plus 2. You don't need to have fun in a game. What? You just.
But yeah, it's like there's so many people that are like, I see your best. My KD is like 12. Yeah, and so they'll be like, or they'll just be like this. My country, I have great idea of like citizens. Like they'll just be like, whatever, man. I'm here to have fun. It's like sometimes you're like, I don't really care.
Oh yeah.
Simple as that. But yeah, I'm trying to think other games that are just fun. I guess there are certain game modes in Gary's mod like that as well.
Oh yeah.
Some of them do take actually like a considerable amount of skill to be good at. But
oh yeah. And it'll be various skills. Like it won't just be like in game skill.
Yeah.
It'll be.
You need like social and like I play a lot of TTT, and my speaking ability plays a lot into the way I play the game. Because there are times where I can talk myself out of something that is clearly obvious that it's me. Like that I just killed that guy in front of everyone. But it's like, oh no, and I just talk away and like get free. It's cool that there's games like that, where it's not just how good you are, how accurate you can be going with a gun in the game.
Or even knowing the mechanics all that well.
Right? Or being able to master like a certain pattern or anything like that. It's that
Counter-Strike, I'm looking at you.
But it's just so cool to know that there's games out there that you can use like your personality and get far with.
Oh yeah.
Like you could be terrible bad at that game, but the fact that you can talk yourself a good game, dude, you're set.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm trying to think is there any other games that you can just sit down randomly, pop in, and like have a good time? Well, of course, there has to be, but
oh yeah.
I can't think of any right now. But it's a cool time.
Oh wait, I think I know one.
All right, what's up?
I think there might be a good few people watching this that will know this game, Kerbal Space Program.
I know a little bit about it, but
yeah,
you can talk about it.
Yeah, there's no multiplayer or anything that, at least not officially. There are some mods, but it's a kind of like, judging by the name, you run a space program, you build rockets, you test them, and all of that. But it's the kind of thing where even failure is funny.
Right.
Like just the situation that you get your astronauts into, and either trying to find a way to get them out of it, or just like seeing what happens when you launch a rocket and ram it head first into the moon.
Right. Okay. And it just you can. There is some skill that goes into that game as well, I believe.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of skill. There's a lot of knowledge that is required to do some of the more complex things. But overall, it's a very easy game to just pick up and play and just not care what happens. Just an hour ago, I think I might have that measurement right if we're not an hour into the show already, but just an hour ago, I literally built a car out of jet fuel tanks, a jet engine, and landing gear.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't even know how I did it, but it was the kind of thing where it's just like, you know what? I want to make a car.
I'm gonna make a car, and I'm just gonna put random stuff together, and I'm just gonna do it. That's pretty cool. Who was that one guy who you showed me the video? I might be Scott Manley. I feel like I'm wrong if I might be. Who did it blinded?
Oh yes, Scott Manley.
Was that Scott Manley who did it?
Yes,
he didn't do it blindfolded, but he had his screen off.
Yeah, he had his screen off. He had everything that could basically let him know what was going on in the game. He basically had all that off, and somehow he still managed to get into a successful orbit. Not like a perfect circular orbit, but still a very. Orbit, so. It was he made it to a point where he wouldn't be falling back down anytime soon.
Yes, which I thought was highly impressive. I don't know much about the game, but the fact that you could do it without looking, I think that's impressive. I know you don't have to navigate through anything, but you just have to know your timing. You naturally just have to know it, and that was really cool. That was a really cool time. I'm trying to think. Was there any other really standout videos? Was there any videos like that? I don't know. I watch a lot of videos, and I enjoy a lot of videos, but there's only a few videos that always just stand out.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. One thing I always watch that I haven't watched a full episode yet is Painkiller already. Huge fan of it. And this week was episode 178, and we're on episode 17. So by my math, we are only 161 episodes behind. We're gonna catch up. Right? Cool.
We're gonna get there.
We'll get there eventually. We're only 161 episodes behind. We'll be there eventually. But and then I believe That's Not Why You Called Lefty's own personal podcast is on episode 38 was the most recent one. So we are only 21 behind them, right? Yeah, 21.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're only 21 behind them, and that one's more realistic to catch up to. Right?
Yeah.
But it's a cool thing to know that 17 weeks in, we still put on a show.
Oh yeah.
We never knew what was going to happen when we decided to do a podcast. I knew for a while, before I even mentioned the idea to anyone, that I wanted to do a podcast. I really wanted to do my own podcast for the longest time. And Background Noise was hatched from that idea. And I came to Circuit Breaker and Lyrical Phoenix, and basically got them to come on the show and be the other hosts of the show. And yeah, without them, it would be me speaking to you guys by myself every week. I mean, I'm a cool guy, but I don't think I could do that every week by myself. There's no way I would have made it 17 weeks in. I would have probably stopped at 2.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, from what I've seen, any sort of like podcast or anything like that, unless, well, this is from what I've seen, but like any sort of podcast or anything like that only has one person, unless they're doing like strictly news, it's very easy for it to just sort of die off quickly.
Yeah, right. It's about that national momentum you get, and
Yeah, you sort of need,
when you're by yourself, this is not there.
Oh yeah.
But
You sort of need that ability to have one idea and then immediately be picked up by another person.
exactly. Precisely. And yeah, I really do like the direction our podcast is going. It gets better and better every time we do it, and even this is fine. Like, I know, like I'm hard on myself all the time when it comes to putting up stuff, because I always think that, like, oh man, more pressure on me, I'm not gonna do a good job. But like, I feel like we're doing good this week. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We still got a lot of stuff done, and
yeah.
Even if we end it like soon, it's the fact that we did this is impressive.
Yeah. I mean, like back in the beginning, like when you first approached me with the idea of doing a podcast, my biggest fear was just that, like, I don't have the kind of, I feel like I didn't have the kind of energy to do something like this, and here I am.
Exactly. It's always cool to see, like, people and then think about would they be able to do it. And I always had faith in you, Circuit, that you could easily do something like this, because you are a very, like, information-based guy, and you know a lot of cool facts about stuff, and you just know a lot of stuff. And so when I'm thinking about doing a podcast, I was like, all right, Circuit Breaker, yeah, he's a really cool guy. We're really good friends, and we can just talk for hours upon hours about random nonsense and have so much fun with it. Of course he'd be great on the podcast with me. It's like, right, you can attest to this. We talk for the longest time about nothing. Literally. Haven't we gone, like, hours upon hours, like, we do this, like, every week. Like,
oh yeah,
we do this, like, every day. Like, we go hours upon hours talking about literally nothing. Like, and
like,
we're
hey, did you
entertained.
hear about the thing that happened last week? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the thing. Yeah, dude,
oh yeah.
The thing would have happened. You know the thing that was involved with the other thing that kind of coincided and twisted into the other thing.
Yeah, it almost didn't happen, actually.
You're telling me the thing almost didn't happen?
Yeah, it almost didn't happen.
Wait, so you're saying the thing that coincided with the other thing, that was twisted with the other thing, almost didn't happen? How? What happened?
Oh, it was crazy, dude.
What kind of crazy? Are we talking about crazy like a fox? Or are we talking crazy
talking about badger crazy?
Fox. Oh.
Yeah.
Like a honey badger or the Russian badger?
Both.
Ooh.
Combined.
All three.
In a farm.
In a farm?
In a farm.
Ooh, what kind of farm? What's the main crop?
The corn.
Corn. Ooh, corn farm.
Yeah.
Where does he happen to store his corn on Pluto?
Possibly.
Ooh, that's a risky business adventure.
Corn farms on Pluto.
Corn farm? No, well, no. He just stores the excess farm, right?
Oh yeah.
Excess corn. The excess corn goes to Pluto because it needs to just keep good. Pluto has good corn temperature, I believe. This should be in its planet description.
This is
solid.
Actually, what we were talking about, wasn't it? Isn't it?
And I'm like, I was really into this conversation. That's the worst part about all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you have anything else you want to talk about, Circuit?
Actually, from what? Well, actually.
What's up?
You
got something? Spit it out, man.
Okay, so I don't know how many of our viewers know about the YouTube channel TED. Not the movie. It has nothing to do with the movie, but the TED Education and the TED Talks. Well, recently I saw one, and the speaker was disabled. He was missing both of his legs.
Okay. Oh, so he was a W amputee.
Yeah. But the thing was that instead of being in a wheelchair, he was actually on prosthetic legs, and the legs that he was using, and like this is what his whole presentation was based around. But the legs that he was using were basically almost, well, I can't even say if they were almost as good. They might even have been like better than his original legs.
Wow, really?
Yeah, like, and I mean in terms of the way they functioned and how well they worked, it was almost as if
he had never lost his legs.
Yeah, it was like he could walk completely normally.
Could he run?
Or? He could run the whole night. He even had, well, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who happens to stumble upon it, but he does have someone come on at the end and do something that you would never think possible with a prosthetic leg. At least not with the technology that most of us are working with now.
That's really cool, though. It's amazing where technology is.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is cool. You know, we made it to past the 45-minute mark, and unless you got anything else, I think we made it far enough, you know?
Oh yeah.
You got anything else? Because I'm dry, man.
Same here. I am a log singing water now, and the water is stagnant.
Very stagnant. So I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. We apologize for not having a longer episode this week, but we'll get you next week. All right.
Oh yeah.
And maybe we'll work on some other. I'll work on putting out a few other videos this coming week and try to make up for it.
And I'm still trying to get everything. I'm still trying to get all the practice and the software that I need to start doing machinima.
Dude, that should be a really cool thing to look forward to in the future. As always, guys, this has been Background Noise episode 17. I hope you enjoyed so long, and thank you for watching.